Hello, it's Cindy Novotny with your Monday Mentor Moment. And as I mentioned last week, as well as in my blog, I am going to spend this entire month of January talking about goal setting and getting ready to retire. Now, I have received a lot of calls and emails about my blog. Do you really think that I can start planning for retirement in my 20s and my 30s? Yes, you can. And retirement is not about giving up anything. Retirement is actually an excitement for the future. I know people that retire at 40. Why do they retire at 40? They saved. They saved their money. They planned well. Now, I actually don't want to retire at 40, never did, and never really want to retire at all. I just want to be prepared. So, if you are in your 20s or 30s and you're listening, I want you to think about those goals. How many of you really stick with the goal? How many of you sit down with your partner, your spouse, whoever you might share a life with, and ask a serious question? What do we want 10 years from now, 20 years from now? Now, if you don't have the answer to that, that's fine. It doesn't mean that tomorrow you have to have that answer, but you do have to have discussion. I mentioned that most people set New Year's resolutions that are a joke. They never do anything. I mean, how many people do you hear even the second or third week after January 1st talk about, oh yeah, I said I was going to lose weight and then I just ran and went out to dinner and, kind of like said, oh, forget it, I'll do it next year. This isn't about a New Year's resolution. This is about a lifetime commitment. So if you're in your 20s or 30s, I want to make sure you are saving at least 10% of your income. You should pay yourself first. You should make sure that goes into the bank right away. If you can't afford something, tough, live with it, put that money away, and never look at that money again. Make sure if you have a company 401k, you are doing something with that money, like keeping it where it needs to be and making sure your investments are smart. Make sure you are not running around paying retail for everything. I know you want that new hot bag or that new car. Well, you know what? Maybe you'll just have to wait. Because if you wait, by the time 10 years from now comes around, you will be driving that car with no pressure and thinking, I'm really glad I did it this way. Now, if you're older and you're listening to me, and I know several of you are, there is never a better time than right now to start. So if you don't have a fund put together personally to take care of yourself, then you, my friend, are going to be in a world of hurt when all of a sudden there is that emergency and you don't have anywhere to go. You'll end up borrowing money. You'll end up reaching out to family. Plan for this. I hope you never have that emergency, but plan for this. Make sure that you are on top of your game, you are saving your money, and you are ready to live a fabulous life for the rest of your life. So with that, I hope I've given you a couple tips. There's so many books on this. There's so many things you can read, but there's no time like the present to really set back and remember, I've got to change my behavior if I want to have that wonderful future. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.